You hear the signal on a private channel. It is a whisper in the dark, a ghost. The sound is an old code, a distress call from a ship long thought lost. The Stardust Drifter, a legend whispered by scavengers in dimly lit asteroid bars. A military dreadnought from a forgotten war, said to be filled with starborn treasures. No one believed it was real. Yet here was its call, faint but unmistakable. Your ship, the Rust Nomad, is a cobbled-together mess. Its hull is a patchwork of a dozen different vessels. The engines whine with a constant, weary complaint. But she is yours. Your crew is small, loyal but perpetually skeptical. They trust your gut, most of the time. This time, however, they think you have finally lost your mind, chasing a ghost story into the deep black. You stand on the bridge of the Nomad. The distress signal pulses on the main screen, a simple, repeating beacon in the void. It is a lure, a beautiful, dangerous invitation. The potential payoff is staggering. Enough to retire, to buy a small moon somewhere warm. Enough to forget the grit and the grind of a pirate's life. You give the order to trace the signal. Your crew exchanges worried glances. They obey. The Rust Nomad groans as it turns toward the unknown. The hunt has begun. The journey takes you far from charted space, past the trade lanes and the warning buoys. Out here, the stars are cold and unfamiliar. Your navigator sweats over his console. He tells you the ship's star science cannot cope. The old systems were never meant for this depth. You tell him to make them cope. You are a pirate, and this is what you do. You chase the impossible. You gamble everything on a single, whispered promise of fortune. The signal grows stronger. You're getting close. The ghost ship is waiting. Your ship drops out of faster travel with a lurch. There it is. The Stardust Drifter. It hangs in the void like a monument to a dead god. It is massive, far larger than the legends described. Its hull is a sleek, black material you have never seen. No lights shine from its viewports, no energy signatures pulse from its core. It is utterly silent. Dead. A tomb floating in the endless night. Your crew stares in awe and terror. This is no ordinary warship. Its design is alien, elegant and menacing. It looks less like it was built and more like it was grown. You order the boarding party to prepare. Your second in command argues against it. He says it feels wrong, a trap. You silence him with a look. Fear is a luxury you cannot afford. Not now. Not when you are this close to the prize of a lifetime. You lead the boarding party yourself. The umbilical tube locks onto the drifter's hull with a solid thud. The airlock hisses open. You step onto the silent bridge. The air is stale, but breathable. The technology is breathtaking. Consoles made of a smooth, dark crystal. Control chairs that seem to mold themselves to the user. Everything is pristine, untouched. No signs of a struggle, no bodies, no dust. Just silence. You walk through the colossal ship for what feels like hours. Every deck is the same, empty, perfect. It is as if the crew simply vanished into thin air. You find the engine room, a cavernous space filled with silent, colossal machinery. The power core is dormant, but it hums with a faint, residual energy. You can feel it in your teeth. This ship is not dead. It is sleeping. And in the center of the bridge, on a pedestal of light, you find it. Not treasure, not weapons. A single, cryptic map. The map is not a projection or a screen. It is a three-dimensional star chart, a globe of shimmering light. It shows a region of space no one has ever charted, a swirling nebula marked with a single, glowing point. Your crew gathers around it. They see the same thing you do. This is not a map to a treasure cache. It is a map to a place, a destination. The ghost ship itself was not the prize. It was just the key. Your second in command, Jax, is a man built like a cargo hauler. He points a thick finger at the glowing nebula on the map. He calls it a fool's errand, a wild goose chase designed to lead you to your doom. He reminds you that you have a perfectly good ghost ship to salvage, a ship that could make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. He says you should strip it for parts and leave the map behind. He is the voice of reason, the voice of caution. You listen to his words. You understand his fear. But you see something else in that map. You see a purpose, a destiny. You tell your crew that the ship is worthless without its destination. The real prize lies at the end of that glowing path. Some of them grumble in agreement. Others shake their heads in disbelief. Your little band of pirates is divided. You have brought them this far on faith. Now you must ask them to take one more leap. You make your decision. You will follow the map. Jax glares at you, his face a mask of frustration. But he does not mutiny. He is loyal, even in his dissent. He will follow you into the nebula. But he makes it clear that he thinks you are signing their death warrants. The mood on the Rust Nomad grows tense. The easy camaraderie is gone, replaced by a nervous energy, a sense of impending doom. You have made your choice. Now you have to live with it, or die by it. The coordinates are set. The nebula awaits. Your ship, the Rust Nomad, was never built for this. It protests with every shudder and groan. You push the rust bucket ship into the swirling dust of the veiled nebula. The outside view becomes a kaleidoscope of violent color. Deep purples and angry reds clash against toxic greens. It is beautiful and terrifying. Strange energies buffet your vessel from all sides. The shields flicker and spark. Alarms blare across the bridge. Your engineer, a young woman named Kira, shouts that the hull integrity is dropping. The exotic particles of the nebula are eating through the cheap plating. You order her to divert all non-essential power to the shields. The lights dim on the bridge. The life support system kicks into a lower gear. The air grows thin and cold. Every member of your crew is at their station. Their faces are grim, illuminated by the dying light of their consoles. Jack stands beside you, his arms crossed over his massive chest. He does not say a word. He does not need to. His silence is a constant reminder of his disapproval. You ignore him. You focus on the swirling chaos outside. You feel like a deep sea diver plunging into an abyss. The pressure is immense. The darkness is absolute. But you push forward, deeper and deeper into the nebula's heart. You are guided only by the glowing point on the alien map. Then, something changes. The violent energies begin to subside. The chaotic swirl of the nebula gives way to a strange, peaceful calm. A soft, white light begins to glow ahead of you. It grows brighter and brighter until it fills the entire view screen. Your crew shields their eyes. You squint into the brilliance, and then you see it. The light is not a star. It is a city made of glass. A breathtaking city of crystal emerges from the void. It hangs silently in space, impossibly ancient and vast. Towers of pure white crystal scrape the edges of the nebula. Bridges of woven light connect floating spires. It is a sight that defies all known laws of engineering and physics. The city is a single, perfect structure, a jewel floating in the cosmic ocean. It is silent. It is beautiful. It is empty. Your ship drifts slowly towards it. Your crew can only stare in stunned silence. The sheer scale of the city is overwhelming. It is larger than any space station you have ever seen. larger than some moons. You can see gardens within the crystal towers, parks and plazas, all perfectly preserved. But there is no sign of life. No ships docked at its crystalline ports, no movement in its silent streets. Jax lets out a low whistle. For the first time since you entered the nebula, he looks impressed. He admits that you were right. This is a prize beyond measure, a find that will make you legends. The tension on the bridge melts away, replaced by a sense of awe and wonder. You have found it. The treasure at the end of the ghost ship's map. You have found a lost city in the heart of an uncharted nebula. You take a shuttle down to one of the city's floating plazas. The air is clean and fresh. The gravity is a perfect 1G. The crystal beneath your feet hums with a faint, almost imperceptible energy. You are standing in a place that has not been touched for millennia. You look up at the towering spires. You look out at the endless sea of stars. And in that moment, a new thought enters your mind. A thought so audacious, so insane, that it takes your breath away. You will not just raid this city. You will steal it. The thought takes root in your mind. It grows from a wild idea into a concrete plan. You realize the city itself is the prize. Why settle for trinkets when you can have the whole kingdom? You return to the Rust Nomad and gather your crew. You lay out your plan. Their initial reaction is disbelief. They think you are joking. Stealing a city? A city of this size? It is impossible. It is madness. You walk them through your logic. The city is a single, integrated system. The crystal it is made from is not just for show. It is a network of conduits and power relays. The entire city is a ship, a colossal city-sized ship. You show them the power readings you took on the plaza. The faint hum is the city's dormant engine, a power source beyond anything you have ever encountered. All you have to do is figure out how to turn it on. Jax laughs. He says you have finally gone completely over the edge. But there is a gleam in his eye. He is a pirate. And the idea of stealing a city, the ultimate heist, is a challenge he cannot resist. Your crew starts to come around. The sheer audacity of the plan is infectious. They start to brainstorm how to access the main engineering, how to interface with the alien systems, how to wake the sleeping giant. The mood shifts from disbelief to a feverish excitement. You spend days exploring the silent city. You map its systems. You trace its power conduits. You find the central control room, a vast chamber at the heart of the tallest spire. In the center of the room is a single, throne-like chair. It is clearly the command interface. It is made of the same dark crystal as the consoles on the ghost ship. You have a sinking feeling you know who has to sit in it. This is your crazy idea, your responsibility. You take a deep breath and sit down. The moment you make contact with the chair, everything changes. Your attempt to seize the city triggers its ancient systems. The chair connects to your mind. Information floods your brain, a torrent of data in a language you do not understand. But you can feel the meaning. You can feel the city waking up around you. A deep, resonant hum vibrates through every crystal tower. Massive, dormant engines begin to thrum with power. Lights begin to flicker on all across the city. Not just simple lights, but streams of pure energy flowing through the crystalline walls. The city is coming alive. The hum grows louder, becoming a deep, powerful roar. The entire structure begins to vibrate. On the bridge of the Rust Nomad, your crew watches in amazement. The city of glass is no longer a silent monument. It is a machine of unimaginable power, and you are at its controls. You feel a sense of exhilaration. of pure, unadulterated power. You have done it. You have woken the giant. You have seized control of a star-born city. But then, a new presence enters your mind. It is not part of the city's systems. It is something else. Something ancient and alive. It is a consciousness that has been sleeping within the city's core for eons. And it is waking up too. The presence in your mind is old, impossibly old. It is a lone, alien consciousness, a guardian that has slumbered for ages. It does not speak in words. It communicates in feelings, in pure concepts. It shows you images of a time long past, of a civilization that built this city, a civilization of immense power and wisdom, a civilization that is now long gone. The guardian is not hostile. It is curious. It is also deeply concerned. It senses your ambition, your desire to possess the city. It warns you, not with threats, but with a sense of profound sadness. It projects an image into your mind, a vision of a terrible power, a power that you cannot comprehend, a power that this city was built to contain. It shows you the city not as a prize, but as a cage. You try to push the guardian's warning aside. You are a pirate. You are not afraid of power. You embrace it. You focus on the city's systems. You can feel the immense engines beneath you, thrumming with energy. They are ready. The city is ready. You find the controls for the star drives. They are surprisingly simple. A single mental command. You take a breath. You are about to make the jump of a lifetime. The biggest heist in history is about to go mobile. You give the mental command. You ignite the city's star drives for the first time. The universe itself seems to bend around you. The experience is beyond anything you have ever felt. It is not like the crude jump drives of human ships. There is no lurch, no disorientation, just a smooth, silent transition. The nebula disappears. The stars streak past in lines of pure, white light. The city moves with a grace and speed that is simply impossible. The power flowing through you is immense. You are not just piloting a ship. You are one with the city. You can feel every corridor, every tower, every pulse of its crystal heart. You can see the universe in a new way. You can feel the fabric of space-time itself. It is intoxicating. It is terrifying. You have stolen something that was never meant for mortal hands. And you have no idea how to truly control it. The guardian's presence in your mind grows stronger. It is a constant whisper of caution, a reminder of the power you have unleashed. It shows you another vision, a fleet of ships, warships. They are massive, far larger than the ghost ship you found. Their design is similar to the city's, sleek, organic, and deadly. They are hunting you. They are the city's original builders, and they want their property back. You drop out of the jump far from your intended coordinates. The first jump was a blind one, a desperate leap into the unknown. You are in a new, uncharted sector of space. But you are not alone. A sensor alert flashes in your mind. A fleet in pursuit. They are already here. A warrior race, the city's original builders, is now hunting you. Their massive fleet closes in with terrifying speed. They must have been tracking the city's energy signature the moment it awoke. The enemy ships are a terrifying sight. They are jagged and aggressive, a stark contrast to the city's elegant beauty. They fire a warning shot, a beam of pure, red energy that slices through the void in front of you. It misses the city by a wide margin, but the message is clear. Surrender the city or be destroyed. Jax's voice crackles over the comms from the Rust Nomad. He is asking for orders. His voice is tight with fear. You look at the approaching fleet. You look at the city around you. The Guardian whispers in your mind. It tells you that these are the Kelvorn, a race of conquerors. The city was their ultimate weapon, a tool of conquest and destruction. They did not build it to contain a power. They built it to be the power. The Guardian was a prisoner within the machine, a conscience forced to watch its atrocities. Now you understand. The ghost ship was not a key. It was bait, left behind to lure someone foolish enough to wake the city. Someone like you. The Kelvorn did not lose their city. They parked it. And now they have come to collect it. But you are a pirate. You do not give up your prize so easily. You will not surrender. You will fight. You search the city systems for defenses. And you find them. Crystalline defenses. Towers of light. You learn to wield the city's own crystalline defenses. You are still connected to the command throne. Your thoughts are the city's commands. You focus your will. You picture the crystal spires around you transforming, reconfiguring, becoming weapons. In response to your command, the city changes. Towers of light erupt to meet the enemy fleet. Beams of pure, white energy, the same energy that powers the city, lance out into the darkness. The first volley from your crystal defenses strikes the lead Kelvorn warship. The beam of light hits its shields. They flare violently and then collapse. The beam slices through the ship's hull like it is made of paper. The warship explodes in a silent, brilliant flash. Your crew on the Rust Nomad cheers. You have drawn first blood. You have shown the Kelvorn that you are not helpless. The enemy fleet hesitates. They were not expecting this. They were not expecting their own weapon to be turned against them. You press your advantage. You fire again and again. More towers of light erupt from the city's surface. The void is filled with beams of white energy. The Kelvorn ships scramble to evade. They return fire. Red energy beams impact against the city. The impacts are absorbed by the crystalline structure. The city does not even shudder. It is healing itself, the crystal regenerating almost instantly. You feel a surge of triumph. You are untouchable, a god in a city of glass. But the Guardian's voice returns. It is filled with sorrow. It shows you what you are doing. It shows you the lives you are extinguishing. The Kelvorn are a ruthless warrior race, but they are still living beings. The Guardian forces you to feel their deaths, to feel the void where their lives used to be. The triumph turns to ash in your mouth. The awakened Guardian reveals the city's true purpose. It is a weapon, a key to unimaginable destruction. The Guardian's name, if it can be translated into human thought, is the Elder One. It was the lead scientist on the project that created the city. The Kelvorn leaders perverted its creation, turning a tool of creation into a machine of death. The Elder One tried to stop them. It failed. As punishment, its consciousness was permanently integrated into the city's core, forced to witness every atrocity. The Elder One tells you that the city's power is far greater than you imagine. The crystal defenses are just one aspect of its capabilities. The city can manipulate gravity. It can warp space-time. It can even induce stars to go supernova. It is a doomsday weapon, a system killer. The Kelvorn used it to subjugate hundreds of worlds. They erased entire civilizations from existence. The Elder One has been a prisoner, a helpless observer, for 10,000 years. You are horrified. You are a thief, a scoundrel. But you are not a mass murderer. You never wanted this. You just wanted a big score, a life of ease. You did not sign up to command a weapon of planetary destruction. You look at the Kelvorn fleet. They are regrouping, preparing for another attack. They will not give up. They cannot afford to lose this weapon. They will hunt you across the galaxy. They will destroy anyone who gets in their way. You are faced with an impossible choice. You must choose between keeping your prize or saving a star system. The Kelvorn fleet will stop at nothing to reclaim their weapon. They are maneuvering to box you in. Their target is not just you, but the nearby star system you have blindly jumped into. A system with a yellow sun and a third planet teeming with life. A pre-industrial civilization completely unaware of the doom gathering in their sky. The Kelvorn will happily destroy it to trap you. The Elder, 1, projects the planet's image into your mind. You see lush forests, blue oceans, primitive cities. You see people, families, children. They have no idea what is about to happen. The Kelvorn will scorch their world without a second thought, all to reclaim their city of death. You have two choices. You can jump away, save yourself and your crew, leave the planet and its billions of inhabitants to die, or you can stay and fight. Use the city to protect them, but in doing so, you reveal the city's full power. You become the monster you are fighting. Jax's voice crackles over the comms again. He can see the Kelvorn strategy. He can see the populated planet on his sensors. He tells you to run. He says it is not your fight. You are pirates, not saviors. He is right. It is not your fight. You owe these people nothing. But can you live with yourself if you abandon them? Can you enjoy your stolen prize knowing that you bought it with the blood of an entire civilization? The weight of your decision presses down on you, heavier than any G-force. You make your choice. You will not run. You will not be the person who sacrifices a world for their own gain. You tell Jax your decision. You tell him to take the Rust Nomad and go. Get the crew to safety. He refuses. He says you are all fools, but he says he will stay. The whole crew will stay. They signed on for a crazy ride. They might as well see it through to the end. You feel a surge of pride in your ragtag bunch of misfits. You are all in this together. Now you have to figure out how to survive. You turn the city against its former masters. You risk everything in one desperate final maneuver. You have a plan, a terrible, brilliant plan. It is a gamble of the highest order. It will either save everyone or destroy you all. You tell the Elder, 1, your idea. The ancient consciousness is silent for a long moment. Then it agrees. It is a worthy gamble, a chance to redeem the city's dark past. You open a channel to the Kelvorn fleet. You tell them you surrender. You will give them back their city. Their commander, a creature of pure arrogance and malice, gloats over the channel. He calls you a pathetic, inferior life form. He agrees to your terms. He orders his fleet to move in and board the city. They lower their shields. They approach slowly, cautiously, but confidently. They think they have won. You wait. You let them get closer. Close enough that they are all within a certain radius of the city. Close enough that they cannot escape what is coming. The Kelvorn ships surround you. Docking clamps extend from their hulls. They are ready to reclaim their prize. You take a deep breath. You look at the image of the blue planet in your mind. Then you spring your trap. You do not fire the crystal weapons. You do not try to outmaneuver them. You do something far more drastic. With the help of the Elder, 1, you access the city's deepest systems. You find the controls for its ultimate weapon, the ability to manipulate space-time itself. You execute your final gamble. You create a micro-jump, a tiny, instantaneous fold in space, not for the city, but for the Kelvorn fleet. The universe twists. For a fraction of a second, the fabric of reality tears open. You do not jump the Kelvorn fleet across the galaxy. You jump them a few thousand kilometers, directly into the heart of the system's sun. The entire fleet, every last warship, vanishes from your sensors. A moment later, the sun on your view screen flares, a massive, angry eruption of solar plasma, a testament to the sudden introduction of several million tons of exotic matter into its core. The flare is spectacular and harmlessly directed away from the inhabited planet. The silence that follows is profound. The Kelvorn are gone. The threat is neutralized. You have won. But the cost is immense. The jump has drained the city's power reserves. The crystal glows with a faint, tired light. The hum of the engines has faded to a whisper. The elder. One's presence in your mind is weak, fading. It used the last of its energy to help you, to guide you. It gives you one final message, a message of thanks. And then it is gone. Its 10,000-year vigil is over. You have done the impossible and survived. You are no longer a simple pirate. You are a legend. You are the human who stole an alien city. The pirate who faced down the mighty Kelvorn Empire and won. The story of your deeds will spread across the galaxy. It will be told in hushed tones in every bar and spaceport. You have become a myth, a symbol of rebellion, a beacon of hope for the downtrodden and the oppressed. You look at the city around you. It is yours now. Truly yours. Its dark past has been washed clean. Its future is yours to write. You can use it to build, to create, to protect. Or you can simply find a quiet corner of the galaxy and retire. The choice is yours. You are no longer just a pirate. You are a king in a castle made of glass. Your crew on the Rust Nomad is celebrating wildly. Their cheers echo over the comms. You have given them a future they could never have imagined. You have made them all rich beyond their wildest dreams. But more than that, you have made them part of something bigger than themselves. You have made them legends, too. You sit back in the command throne. The city is quiet, peaceful. It waits for your command. You look out at the stars. They seem brighter now, fuller of promise. The life of a simple pirate is over. A new life has begun. The life of the Pirate King of the City of Glass. And your story is just beginning. You have a whole galaxy to explore, and a city-sized starship to do it in. The future is an open frontier, and you are ready to conquer it.